The next setup that needed to be done, you come to HR, and we have payroll configuration. So this is just for knowledge purposes. So you come to, you have to do your structure. So in case you are using a structured salary, you can do your structured manually. So you can add cadre. So this is like a cadre, senior manager. So you can come here to add the different levels that you have under that cadre. So grade level 1, grade level 1, whatever name you call it, so you can add that. So you have your payroll items. These are the payroll items for the component of payroll items that as we created for based on the information we have about the hybrid. These are the percentages that we have here. So you can see, let me show you how this works. So if you want to add any allowance, the allowance or any payroll item, the allowance name, you put the code. Is it an allowance or basic, bonus, overtime, deduction, benefits, or whatever you. Then calculation percentage, you state whether it's fixed amount or a percentage. Then if you choose percentage, is percentage of what? Is it percentage of basic, percentage of gross, percentage of annual salary? So if it is percentage of annual salary, you state it, then you specify the percentage. So you set up whether the allowance is a tax or pension setting, whether it is taxable, whether it is a deduction, whether you want it to show on payslip or not, set it. Then whether it is pensionable, whether it affects the gross, then it's active. So once that is done, all of this will be, this crate will be active, then you create such allowance. So basically this particular setup is for structured salary. The reason why we use unstructured salary setup in this case is because the salary structure is not properly categorized, and you know have different levels. So that's why we use structure, so that a lump sum can be applied to the employee, and all of this, if you sum up all of this percentage up, it's 100%. So the system can share this percentage you share the employee salary based on this percentage. So there is no other allowance that can be added to this. So if you are adding another one, you have to adjust the percentage such that this percentage here must equal to 100%. So take note of that. It's used for unstructured salary. So then we have the statutory. So this statutory has already been, calculated. Then we have the quick setup. So if at some point that the company want to maybe adopt a structured salary, we have a template that you can use. We have a template for public sector. We have for private sector. Then we have a basic one that you can adopt the template. So at any point that you want to do that, so we can assist to make sure that that is done. So once that initial payroll configuration is also done, then we can go ahead to order information. So this is where you set up employee, you set up department, you set up positions, employee grade assignment. This is where you assign grade. That is when you are using a structured salary. We have payroll calendar and all of that. But basically, let me focus on employee information. Now, based on the information we got, we have uploaded, all the stuff that we have, but there are some level of editing that that need to be done here. So you need, the HR will need to come and edit all of this, and I will focus on basic information that you need to supply. Number one, if you want to edit this, you just click on edit. So basically on the personal information, we have provided all of this. If there are additional information like phone number, personal email, you provide it. Then if this person is going to be a user on the application, you set grant system access. So if it's going to be a user on the system, this will be active. If it's not going to be a user, you just off this. So if you off this, the system will not ask you for his work email and password. So you just, and it do not ask you for system role. So this person will not be a user. You just off it, then it just ask you for basic information, date of birth, gender, you update your marital status, state of origin, LGA, you provide that. Then you come to employment. So date of employment, so you provide that. So it's active. Then which branch is this employee going to be working? Is it head office? You select that. Then for these managers, for the managers that will be working in all the branches, so you select the 4 branches for all of them. That is for the supervising managers. So you can this is the primary. Head office is the primary. That is for the managers. So you can set any of the branch as primary. And if the person is working in just one branch, you select the particular branch that that employee is working. So if it's head office, you just say head office. So that is that's about assignment of assignment of branches. Okay. Then you select the department. We have a template of the department here. Based on the information we have, you select the department, you select the position. So if you don't have position here, you can add position on the fly. You can add you select the department, then job title. You fill all of this. Then compensation. Now this is where you need to be very careful. So you enter the annual gross salary of this person because of the salary structure where assuming this person is collecting 10 million, so you enter the gross salary. So the reason why we provided this annual rent, this is where you now enter the actual rent of the employee. The reason for this rent is that is the rent that the employee is paying. The essence of this rent, the reason why they must provide this rent is because of the rent relief that is provided in the new tax law. So they have to as the HR, like I said earlier in the earlier video, you have to make sure that the rent they are providing is actually the actual rent that they are paying. So once you provide the rent, so the system automatically calculates 20% of the rent to the maximum of 500,000 as their relief. So if you don't provide the rent information, this relief will not be enjoyed by this employee. So that is why we provided it. So then we also provided for life insurance premium. So this life insurance premium, so if there is an employee that is paying life insurance privately, it is important that he also provide the information so that he can enjoy um, a, a relief. So what this relief means is that it helps the employee to pay lesser tax. So that's why we provided for all of this within the application. So you need to educate the staff on this so that they know that this information are what they need to provide to have a lesser PE that will be paid on their information. So then you enter their banking information, so the bank account number and account name. So that if you want to do a bank schedule, it will be easier for the system to compile all of this. Then of course the additional information if there is any. So that is that about that. So once you finish editing, if all this red asterisk information has been updated, this will be active. So you just update the employee. So the HR may need to do this edit one by one, or if they can provide all this information in a block Excel format, we can help you upload them. So but take note, all the information that are asterisk will have to be provided. I hope this video helps. So this is the starting point. So let us start from here before we start rolling out the video of other functionalities that needs to be done. Thank you for listening.